Hey everybody, this is State Representative Gary Day, and I'm here at the Pennsylvania Farm Show once again to look at the different things that are going on here in Harrisburg at the Pennsylvania Farm Show, and also look at not just the products and the agricultural products that are produced by Pennsylvanians, but to talk to some people from our district who are involved in the agricultural community. One of those people is Beverly Gruber, and I'd like to introduce you to Beverly Gruber, who's here with me today. Bev, welcome to the program today.
Thank you.
Bev, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the things going on here. Could you tell everybody, now back home, you're the head of the Allentown Fair. You run the Allentown Fair in Allentown, the great Allentown Fair, I should say, and you do a great job at that. You do other things as well, but for the farm show, tell everybody what is your title and what are those responsibilities that you have at the Pennsylvania Farm Show?
Here I'm responsible for the farm products, and that includes everything from wine to wool to apples to the fruit to the vegetables, all the honey, maple, that kind of thing. I sort of have to coordinate to be sure we have somebody here to judge, somebody here to work with them, somebody here to watch the exhibits during the week. So,
right now, one of the things, when you have those responsibilities, that's a particular part of the Pennsylvania Farm Show. And some of the things that you do is help exhibitors show their different things, the different displays. What are some of the actual functions that you do for the Pennsylvania Farm Show?
Well, they have to bring their entries in. They bring them in on Thursday, and then on Friday we had all the judges here Friday. They did all the judging, and then we had to display them. So by 8 o'clock on Saturday morning, they're look pretty for the public to come in and see, and then we have to be sure that nobody moves something out of the way or that kind of thing.
Right. Now, one of the things that's important about judging and people being able to show off their produce or their products, agricultural products, is to be able to show off excellence, is what I always think about. Is they work so hard to farm crops, whether it's produce or products in the field, but then to be able to show off to other farmers some of the things that they've done as far as varieties or sizes or things like that. So could you explain a little bit about the importance of being able, how farmers getting together helps them be better farmers?
Right. Well, there's almost all of these different commodities all have their meetings during Farm Show because this is their sort of what you'd call downtime. And they come here and they have meetings and they decide, maybe next year we want to add a different variety of apple or a different variety of alfalfa hay, or, they want to do something a little bit different, and that decisions are usually made here.
Now, speaking of apples, you mentioned apples. We're in this section that displays different varieties of apples. If you were out here, you'd be able to see all the different varieties. Behind us, the Pennsylvania Farm Show also sets up different technology that used to be used, and now we're using this type of technology. They show you that at the displays here at the Pennsylvania Farm Show. And then also over there, it talks about new industries, like there's a big push toward hard cider now, not just apple cider, but hard cider. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
And it's hard apple cider. It is still apples used in the product. I visited 3 fairs in England, and they all had very, very large apple cider, hard apple cider departments, and they had all sorts of entries in those. Really, really interesting industry. We have so many distilleries, and we have distilleries starting in Lehigh County, about a couple a year, it appears to me, and so maybe we'll soon have somebody making hard cider in our area.
And one of the great things that the display shows is that out of just about 30 jobs in the industry, our state agricultural department likes to produce and show people what we know as being involved in agriculture industry for so many years, but the economic spinoff is around $17 million when you go through, when you have 30 jobs, what that creates, and then all the jobs that are created from the industry. So those things are available here as well. If you come out to the Pennsylvania Farm Show, you can see those things. I just love this display. That's why I wanted it in our background today. I wanted to just ask you one other question. We were specifically talking about apples. We were also talking about how you have a responsibility in produce. But the Pennsylvania Farm Show, for those of our viewers who don't know, has a lot of other things. Live animals in a certain area, You could see alpaca, you could see what you would consider regular farm animals like hogs at different times and cows at different times. And you can also see all types of live animals. Also, there's an exhibition hall. So for all of our farmers or people wishing to get into farming, everything here is here in one place. All the things that you would want to see. Your people that are in your industry and also people that make products and give products into the agriculture industry.
Right, and there's a new area this year, well, it was new last year, a Know Your Farmer. You know, the new organics, and Rodell from our area has a big display down here in the Know Your Farmer area, which is really, you know, that's the up and coming ideas of putting stuff in these hoop houses, and, you know, very, very interesting, and they'll help you get started with that.
Bev, I'd like to thank you for being on this part of our program today. I really appreciate it. Bev Gruber is one of the great people in the 187th District dedicating her whole life to agriculture in her job, in her volunteer work, and here at the Pennsylvania Farm Show. Bev, thank you for being on the program today.